are live on the biggest story tonight, and we know the entire nation is gearing up for the mega Ram Mandir inauguration. On December 30th itself, we'll see multiple inauguration of projects. My colleague Priyanka is in Ayodhya and she's getting us every flavor of Ayodhya. Here are a few exclusive reports filed by Priyanka as she has been there for the past few days getting us these updates.
Just a few hours to go as the Prime Minister is all set to arrive in Ayodhya, and we can see how the city is completely decked up, and rightly so, because we are looking at 11,000 crore worth of projects that are going to be inaugurated and dedicated to the people of the nation, to the people of Ayodhya that you see around me. In fact, they are right now at the Lata Mangeshkar Chowk, an iconic chowk that has been also named after Lata Mangeshkar, where we 24/7 see perennially Lata Mangeshkar songs also ringing here, and that is why we look at how this has become a selfie point, so to speak, because a lot of people in fact have come here, are taking pictures with the decked up city of Ayodhya. They are taking pictures and selfies along with their family members, with their loved ones, with their friends, and what we see right now is the Lata Mangeshkar Chowk right behind me, where the flowers have been used to decorate the entire chowk. And we are looking at not just this chowk but the entire city of Ayodhya, in fact, which has been completely decked up, and the flowers in fact being used to completely deck up the entire route of the road show as well that the Prime Minister is going to be taking, because this is the Dharm Path. In fact, if we pan our cameras and show you how exactly the Dharm Path in fact has also been decked up completely with the lights that have been put up, with the kind of Ramayan in depiction that was done on the Dharm Path along the way, along with the Surya Stambh that is standing tall along the entire Dharm Path. And not just that, there are flowers as well that have been used to deck up the entire road show venue and the road show route of the Prime Minister, and we are looking at heavy security arrangements that had been done through the day. The last minute in fact security checks that are being done by the officials who are going to be present here, making sure that everything goes without a hiccup altogether. Even now there are recce's being done, there are rounds being made of the officials, and but as of now, for the people of Ayodhya, for the city of Ayodhya, it is a time for celebration. It is a time for coming out and celebrating with their loved ones as to how Ayodhya in fact is getting a huge push for development, is getting a huge push for in fact the airport going to be inaugurated, the railway station going to be inaugurated, a huge developmental push to Ayodhya which does not just anymore exist in a vacuum but is connected to rest of the country, to the rest of the world. With video journalist Bipin Moria, I'm Priyanka Sharma for Republic. Maharshi Valmiki Airport here in Ayodhya is all set to be inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in less than 24 hours from now. In fact, he will be arriving right here at the Ayodhya Airport, which you can see right behind me. As you can also see how the workers are hard at work carrying out the last minute preparation, making sure that each and every detail of the airport is in place. And as per the technical aspects of the airport as well are in place. This is essentially the runway that we are showing you of the entire airport. And let us also tell you about how the preparation for the Chief Minister and also for the Prime Minister here in Ayodhya are also being carried out. You can see how the entire gateway towards the airport is also decked up. Even as you go inside, you can see how flower arrangements have been made. And of course, welcoming the Prime Minister, these kind of posters have also been put up across the entire city of Ayodhya, but specifically so here at the Ayodhya airport, as we can see how this airport in fact also connects the Sultanpur Road, and there are at least 6 lanes of highway that also connects this particular airport, keeping in mind how the huge push for the government has been for connectivity of Ayodhya. And we can see how the preparations are also being carried out as well. You can see how the posters of the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath are in place, highlighting the fact that this is the double engine ki sarkar. Remember that this is the kind of slogan that had been given by the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister during the last UP elections as well, and that essentially had been the entire campaign of the BJP, of the Prime Minister, of the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, and we see that happening now on the ground here at the Ayodhya airport as the decorations are in place. Even on the overbridge here, we can see that flower buckets have been kept here, flower baskets have been kept here, flower arrangements are being made, and how people are being welcomed to the city of Ayodhya. This essentially shows us a new horizon for the city of Ayodhya when it comes to the developmental push, because we have seen over the last several years how airport have now going to be inaugurated, how the railway station has now been renamed, and the roads as well, the highways, the roads, the connectivity, then be it the Rampath, the 14-kilometer stretch that in fact joins Shahadatganj to Ayodhya, or then be it Sultanpur to the Ayodhya airport, the 6-lane highway that is being developed for that. This essentially tells us the kind of developmental push that is being given by the BJP to Ayodhya city. Specifically, so tomorrow, of course, is going to be a very interesting and a very important day as the Prime Minister arrives at the Ayodhya airport that you can see right behind me, and he will be inaugurating the entire city, or in fact the Ayodhya airport, and then will also see the commercial starting of the flights from 6th of January that will be operational for Delhi first, and then subsequently for Ahmedabad and Mumbai on 11th January as well. So these are some of the developmental push and connectivity push that Ayodhya is also getting. With video journalist Bipin Mori, I'm Priyanka Sharma for Republic. Let's get on a word from some of them to understand what exactly is the sentiment of Ayodhya right now. Thank you so much हमसे बात करने के लिए. आप सब लोग यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं लता मंगेशकर चौक पे. किस तरह से यहाँ पे एकदम सेलिब्रेशन का माहौल लग रहा है. लोग अपनी अपनी सेल्फीज ले रहे हैं. पूरी तरह से अयोध्या सिटी को एकदम चमका दिया है, एकदम सजा दिया है.
बिल्कुल. अभी ये हमारे मोदी जी और योगी जी का जो भी आना है, आगमन के अवसर में ये प्रकाशित हुआ है पूरा अयोध्या. अयोध्या का एक प्रकार से अब जन्म हो रहा है. हमारे राम प्रभु फिर से इस अयोध्या में लौटेंगे और इसी खुशी में ये माहौल है. और हम लोग सुल्तानपुर से आए हैं. हम सुल्तानपुर से आए हुए हैं. बाकी बहुत सारी धरती पे लोग आए हुए हैं. ये अयोध्या है, राम जन्मभूमि है, तो यहाँ दर्शन के प्राप्त, आशीर्वाद प्राप्त, तो इसके उपलक्ष्य में सभी उपस्थित हैं, हम भी उपस्थित हैं.
और अयोध्या का मतलब बस अब राम जन्मभूमि का जो मंदिर है वो तो है ही, बहुत ही भव्य मंदिर बनने वाला है, पर खाली मंदिर की बात नहीं है. किस तरह से जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है यहाँ पे, एयरपोर्ट अब कल मोदी जी आने वाले हैं, यहाँ पर इनॉग्रेशन करने वाले हैं, रेलवे स्टेशन जैसे आप बता रहे हैं कि वो होने वाला है. उस हिसाब से आप कैसे देखते हैं कि अयोध्या नगरी अब एक वैक्यूम में नहीं है, लोगों के साथ में जुड़ा हुआ है, पूरी जो देश है देश के साथ में जुड़ा हुआ है, कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ रही है.
जी मैम, यहाँ सबसे बड़ी चीज पैटर्न को बहुत तेजी बढ़ावा मिल रहा है. सबसे बड़ी चीज कुछ ये हमारे ठीक पीछे रामपेड़ी है जहाँ भव्य दीपोत्सव होता है. उसके पहले वहाँ पे स्थिति ये थी कि वहाँ मछलियाँ मरी हुई रहती थी, तो पानी नहीं बहता था, कभी लोग उधर जाना नहीं पसंद करते. आज उसकी स्थिति ये है कि वहाँ लाखों दिए जलते हैं और हर साल अपना रिकॉर्ड तोड़ते हैं. उससे पैटर्न बढ़ रहा है, पहली चीज. दूसरी चीज, अयोध्या स्टेशन जाके आप देख लीजिए, उससे कायाकल्प हो गया है. एयरपोर्ट चालू होने जा रहा है, इससे पैटर्न को बहुत तेज बढ़ावा मिला, जिससे यहाँ पे बहुत ढेर सारे रोजगार हो रहे हैं. होम स्टे जैसी योजनाएं सरकार ला रही है, हम लोग के घरों को होम स्टे में लगाया जा रहा है. तो ऐसे बहुत सारी योजनाएं जो उसका फायदा यहाँ के लोकल के लोगों को भी मिल रहा है और बाहर से भी लोग आकर के यहाँ इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. सबसे बड़ी चीज ये है.
ये बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने. जैसे हम भी आते थे 2-3 साल पहले तक तो सिंगल लेन रोड्स होती थी, और अब हमें देखने को मिल रहा है 4 लेन हाईवेज भी हमको देखने.
यही जिस चौराहे पे आप खड़ी हैं, यही दिशा अगर आप फोटो रखी हो अगर कोई तो उसको देख लीजिए और आज खुद को नहीं पहचान पाएंगे आप इसी चौराहे पे खड़ी थी, आप जिस चौराहे पे आज आप खड़ी हैं.
आपका क्या कहना है इस मुद्दे पे कि किस तरह से यहाँ पर जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, यहाँ पे लोगों को अपॉर्चुनिटी भी बहुत ज्यादा मिल रही है, लोगों को काम मिल रहा है, जॉब्स मिल रही है, किस तरह से आप देखते हैं?
बहुत बहुत अच्छा काम हो रहा है और आने वाले समय में अच्छा काम होगा. एक ही नारा, एक ही राम, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम.
Entire Ayodhya, the ground is very loose and it is soft. Soft ground is itself is a very soft, very soft. So that actually. All the technical people, just like IITians and professors, a lot of experts actually, they sat together and designed a special design actually they have made, and finally they come to conclusion, and they have selected the Bangalore granite, which is available abundantly actually in Bangalore, not a problem, which meets the the required properties for the basement actually.
And granite is used a lot in this temple as well, especially from Bengaluru. And if you could speak to us a little bit about the plinth construction, because we were talking about how the brainstorming sessions used to go on, how professors from IITs had been called in as to how to tackle this situation, because the soil, I believe, was not conducive to that kind of construction. So if you could speak to us a little bit about the roadblocks that you faced, or the entire planning committee had also faced, and how exactly granite is also being used in the plinth.
One thing I can tell you, because I was not part of the foundation actually, but the plinth part, I was taking care of that actually. Okay, totally 17,500 blocks has been used for the plinth, and each block is the dimension of it is 2.5 feet by 3 feet by 5 feet actually. Okay, I can say almost 11,000 blocks from Hanuman granite itself they have supplied actually, and a few more vendors from Bangalore, other companies actually, and from few blocks from Andhra also they have supplied actually. Okay.
So, if I could also talk to you about how there's not one piece of iron or steel also being used in the construction, if you could speak to us a little bit about that.
So, as per our Shilpa Shastra and Sthapatya Veda, we should not use iron in the temple construction. So, the copper can be used actually, but iron should not be used. That's why a single piece of iron is not used in the construction of the Ram temple actually.